ticker symbol VIRI, coming 1 cent short of our take profit. Oh my goodness. Take a look at this right over here. We were suggesting a potential top side of about 160. Price action ended up reaching that after hours at 159. Very interesting. But I do have to say that it looks like it's prepping for a continuation to the upside even still, team. What is up? What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with a VIRI technicals and raw price action thread of analysis on this happy Monday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, team, so we're looking at VIRI on the hourly chart here, and as you can see here, we just talked about it, right? We were expecting a topside target of in the range of about 160 to 165. Price action came to 159 in the post hour, and it has closed at 155. But yeah, like I said, I still think that there is a continuation to the upside here. I did specify that upon reaching this resistance, it would be very likely for us to retrace back into the zone here and validate it as a a viable support before a continuation onto the upside, as this is a falling wedge breakout, right? So it is a bullish formation. So that topside target that we were looking at is based on the candle closure from the, you take a measurement like, oh my goodness, man, of course we're in a different time frame, right? So right, the drawings get a little discombobulated when we're not looking at them in the upper time frames, right? But yes, we take the trend line from the supposed area of breakout, and then you apply it to the top side of that breakout potential, right? And the supposed area of breakout, and then we actually apply the price action to the upside, of which was suggesting for us to touch down to the target of about 162, right? So this is how we came up with this resistance level here. And as you can see, the lines are all messed up within this area too, right? So it's all good. There's still upside targets to look at here. I am looking at VIRI making a complete recovery here, but we would have to face a pretty nice resistance at the 1.618 at 165. It's definitely probable that we can hit that tomorrow. It's in the cards, right, for us to hit that 1.618 at 165. So one thing that I wanted to introduce the team to is that we're actually starting to consider the release of our new algorithms, and that would be particular to I'm going to start introducing one by one, right? So this is actually ARMor right here. So very similar to the ones that we had before, except that this is newly updated, and it does have some sensitivity levels adjusted. It is updated and a little more precise, right? So this is the contact information in case you would like pre-order or more info upon release. And yeah, so this is a momentum-based indicator, right? Using all kinds of exponential moving averages to determine what market trend can do as it moves forward. Okay, so it does give you short and long signals. In this case, you can see in the hourly time frame, we got that long signal at the opening of this candle here at about 127, and it has still not printed a short signal just yet, right? So you're still in the money if you were to consider the entry zone from ARMor, right? So this is looking very powerful, team. It is still suggesting a continuation to the upside, and I will actually have to honor that, right, and see how that goes. But yeah, historically speaking, right, you can actually see short, you get a long right here, upside, all that good stuff. Long, you get that upside right here, short to the downside, right? So it's a very simple and self-explanatory indicator of which you can create your own strategies with too, right? By applying it like this. You can actually click on this area here, and you add this indicator or strategy on ARMor. So what I have been doing here is actually creating for the pre-order clients, right? We're gonna go ahead and consider giving out the ARC. This is the ARC Div 1. So this is a divergence indicator and also strategy, right? So in this case right here, you can see that we have paired both of these to give us a strategy metric right down here. I'm still getting this to be a little bit tighter, right? I definitely want to consider just tightening of the strategy here, right? I'm at 80% profitability, which is good, and it's looking not bad, right? So profit factor of 3,000 to 9. Oh my goodness, so really nice. All right, team. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and continue on the analysis here, but this would be the whole package that you would be getting, right? So just for the early comers, right? And that's And yeah, so it actually gives you its own separate long signals and short signals too, with trailing stop loss orders, all that good stuff. Okay, team. So let's continue on the analysis here and take a look at this. This is the Gaussian band on the daily time frame, and we actually have. Just like we said, right, we were going to use that $1.22 zone where the EMA 55 was potentially located, right, just like this here. Right, so we got a slightly downside, and then we actually got the continuation to the upside. Why I'm mentioning this chart right now is not because of the Gaussian band, because of the EMA 21. Okay, so notice how we are now upside of the EMA 21, and we are in the process of converting it into a support. So that's very bullish. And upon some validations of support here, when in the immediate short-term time frame tomorrow, which could be around 148. We can see a continuation to the price action here and see a potential resistance located at about 159. Okay, so that would be, I think that could be the top side for tomorrow, right? And if we do surpass that 159, then I can see a touch of this resistance zone, which is the overall area that I'm looking for, right? 167 to about 169. And we would be able to call it a day there. And let's take a look at the current price action, right? So take a swing high to the swing low fib from the current day. Please notice here that the targets that we're looking for is 179 to 167. Well, we have 164, 1.618, and we have 178, 2.618. So yeah, very, very geometrical. Definitely following some traditional trading rules here, which is why we have been able to kind of identify the potential supports and resistances on its way up. Okay, team. So yeah, that's looking very good for ticker symbol VIRI. Okay, so yeah. So anyway, team, please also notice here on the hourly time frame that remember that this is a broadening descending wedge on a shorter time frame that we're trying to realize right now, right? So we have a quick resistance touch today. It should have been at 160, where it was on the target that we were looking at, right? But of course, it actually just came just shy of that at 159, and this is the pullback that I'm talking about. Potential 153 to around that 150, maybe 148. Okay, team, let's keep an eye on those targets before a continuation to the upside. But yeah, we would need to combat the target of about 160 to make this a valid area of support. Is the SMA 200 on the hourly. Okay, so it's likely to live out pretty fast too, right? The shorter time frames, they do live out nicely. Okay, so yeah, let me go ahead and pull up this chart right over here, which is essentially the one that we used to determine the bear trap that we were talking about, right? So this was the bear trap zone. We were talking about a potential 122 touch. We got a bounce from 123. Okay, and that 123 just happened to be with where the armor indicator ended up giving us that long signal, right? So this is the 123 touch, validation of the support, next candle, long signal printed, and then we got that upside continuation. Very, very much like I personally suggested it, right? So, I mean, this was the bear trap zone that I said, right? And it's funny that the algorithm agreed with what I was saying, but I didn't tell it, right? I didn't program it to do it that way. I just programmed it to look forward and see the potential higher probability targets based on the coding from the developers and right? So everything is looking pretty good thus far. And I do still see some upwards targets. Okay, you guys, please remember the 1.618 at 164 is there. So that would be a nice area to pull back and convert that 160 into an area of support before a continuation onto the upside. Okay, team, with a very, very bullish day, we can see targets of course, to 2.272 at 180, 177 to 181. Right, so we'll keep an eye on that, but everything is looking very good for ticker symbol VIRI, and it's still following the plan that we initially spoke of, okay, team? So I want you to remember first and foremost that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell. Mañana. Adios, team.